Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. Today I'm going to talk about how you can check your stream under TR to PR pathway. Lot of rejection has started happening and I have told what is the reason about it, explained it a little more in detail in my previous two videos, so you can always go back to my channel and check it. For those who have not subscribed to it, please do it. And for those who would like to support this channel, you can click on join button, so that's going to support the channel for sure. Secondly, I will be talking about the details about your application status, like how exactly it looks like. So this would be the format. I'll give you more description on it once I'm onto it. And then the latest AORs and ECOPRs for international graduate, healthcare, and inland spouse and non-healthcare too. And then one-on-one query, very important queries I've picked up today. So hope that could help a larger audience. Without wasting a minute, let's dive into how you can check on your stream since I've already logged in and before it log out. Okay, so first and foremost, you need to log on to your account. When you log in, you should be seeing the application status over here. So under this application status or application type, you should be seeing the name under which stream you have applied. Now, many of you might have a question. What if it says international graduates only? It could be a French category. Excellent. Now let's go on to TR to PR pathway. If you remember this page, so about the program, you should be seeing that when it says workers in Canada healthcare, this means that you are under under English category. And when it says workers in Canada essential or non-healthcare, again it's an English stream. When you scroll it down, if it been or it's a part of French speaking category, it would simply indicate you when it says French speaking workers or French speaking workers in Canada essential non-healthcare. So you don't have to worry about if it says only workers in Canada, essential, healthcare, or recent international graduate, which means that when you see these three lines, or starting with workers in Canada, it doesn't mean that it's going to be French, because for French, it's going to start with French-speaking workers. I hope that solves your query. So you can always log into your account, check your application type, date when exactly it's been submitted, because in my case I've just done the random cases here, like just to demonstrate how the application is to be filled, and that's what it's showing in under your category. In case if it's already been submitted, you should be seeing here workers in Canada. If it's non-healthcare, that would also indicate. If it's healthcare, that would also come out. And if it's international graduate, that would, these all three would be considered a part of English stream. Moving on to the next one, of course you will see days date submitted, and then you will be able to see the updates. In case if you can link up your application, you definitely can do that. In case if you're not able to do it, don't need to worry about that. Your application has to be loaded on GCMC, and I'll be covering it one-on-one query towards the end. For more information, you can always check onto this TR to PR pathway, just to clarify that. Now let's move on to our presentation part here. Okay, so these are the things I'm going to talk. Now, this is the details about your application status. Now, for those who have submitted the application, you will be seeing that when we get your application, now this is a screenshot I'm sharing from one of my subscriber. I'm not going to disclose the name today. So when we get your application, there are a series of steps it may go through before each application steps. Now, these are the steps involved. So under your first step, you will be seeing review of eligibility. In this case, the IRCC is indicating we are reviewing whether you meet the eligibility requirements. So this means the review has already been done, because if you see here onto the second line here says, like in second step, it's review of medical results. That on September 15, 2021, the applicant has submitted the medicals and it says you passed the medical exam. So for those who are seeing that medical is being passed, you should be seeing this message. Then review of additional documents. Now IRCC has clearly indicated to this applicant that we do not need additional documents. That's the indication here. Now again, there is no interview, so you do not need an interview. Interview was a part of earlier process, almost like 10 years ago. Again, I'm going back to my history. When I was associated with immigration industry, we used to have interview was a mandatory requirement. Sometimes if the cases were very strong, visa officer used to waive off. So this stage is again curtailed or removed here. We will send you a message if this changes. The next one is biometrics. We do not need your fingerprints. We will send you a message if this change. So the biometric is not the requirement for this applicant for the time being. And then background check. This is what they are doing. We are processing your background check. We will send you a message if we need. So this is the stage where the applicant is. And then final decision, of course, he will get the PR confirmation portal once the background check is done. So this is how the application status look like. For those who have been struggling, what's the format, how do you see? So you can always link up your application to GC Key account. I have already explained the steps. Again, I would provide the link in the description box below. And you don't need AOR to get through that. Like when you contact IRCC also, they would also recommend you. But sometimes they are in the process of uploading your information on Global Case Management Portal, and this will be done or loaded by the centralized network. So there is nothing you can do about it. All right, moving on to our first case. This is an international graduate stream, and the application time was 12/7 Eastern Time on May 6th. He's received the AOR with ADR, that for police clearance certificate. So this was the first ADR for police clearance certificate was made on July 5th. He was ready with PCC, so he submitted on the next day. Then he got the second ADR. This means that when you receive any additional document requirement and you submit that to IRCC, it's not a clear indication that you will not be requested for second requirement. They may ask you, and that's the same thing exactly has happened in Ravi's case. He was supposed to submit the transcript and completion letter. So what happened here is that during the time when he made the submission under international graduate stream, Ravi has actually submitted, only the degree at the time of submission. So IRCC has therefore asked for transcript and completion letter. So that's the reason it's been asked. Now, what happened here is that on August 30th, it was again requested and he submitted that, and he got the ghost updates on September 6th. For those who don't know ghost update, it's an indication, it's actually a good sign that wherever the requirement you have submitted, not just the ADR, even the submission of documents, when they get uploaded or visa offices start initiating or initiate to evaluate your application or the additional documents, that's how you get the ghost updates. And there is a possibility that you might get the PR confirmation portal the very day or the very next day. And this is exactly has happened in his case. So he got the PR confirmation portal on September 7th, immediately after one day. And then he got the ECO PR on September 13th. So this is one of the case. Moving on to another timeline, that's for healthcare. Now the applicant has applied with inland spouse, which means the applicant's spouse is very much in Canada. The applicant has applied on May 6th at 11:12 p.m. Eastern Time, and AOR was received with ADR that August 3rd. So he got the additional document requisition also. So these were the documents was asked from him. So it was IMM 5669, then is pay stubs request, then police clearance certificates and medicals for spouse. He's already submitted the PCC and medicals for himself at the time of application. Since he already had them, he must have got it through his work permit, so that's the reason he had everything in place. So he submitted all the documents before August 17th, and then he got the ghost updates immediately after a week's time period. Now there was a bunch of documents he submitted. If you see, IMM 5669 and pay stubs request and PCC. Now, most of you must be wondering that why IRCC is asking IMM 5669 form, and this is a repeated request being made by IRCC in last couple of days. So what happened when you are filling up the form? Sometimes you forget to mention your rejection. Like for say, if you have applied for work permit and you forgot that. And why I'm sharing is that because there would be a lot of you might have gone through it and still struggling, can be submitted through IRCC web form. I'm afraid you cannot submit the information unless and until you receive an AOR through IRCC web forms, which means if any information is pending and you've not fulfilled or you made a mistake, just wait for the AOR. And after that, IRCC would definitely give you a room so you can upload the information, or requirement amendments can be done through IRCC web form. The process has again been explained in my previous video. I'll provide the link in the description box below. So sometimes you forget to mention the rejection of your work permit, or even for your spouse, like in case if you've applied for open work permit for your spouse, that visa refusal information is not being mentioned. And sometimes visa officer may ask you to complete the personal history, like you might not have explained the gap of, for say, 2 months or 3 months in last 10 years time period. So that is also required to be filled. So this is again to be done. And then you're going to get the ghost updates. So again, the IRCC would start evaluating your application, and that's how you get the ghost updates. That's an indication that yes, they started with evaluation process, and that's how he got the PR confirmation portal on September 7. And within a couple of days, he got the ECO PR. And let me remind you, this is a healthcare category case with Inland. Moving on to another timeline for international graduate again. He has applied on May 6th at 12:17 p.m. The application linked was done through IRCC GCKey, through GCKey on August 4th. So it's pretty a long time. And if you see here, this interesting thing is that immediately after one day he got the AOR. This is again an indication for those who are thinking that do we need to wait for the AOR to link up our application? You can give it a shot, and in case if it's not through, you can always try it, but don't get annoyed or or kind of disturbed about the fact that you're not able to link up your application before AOR, because your application has to be loaded on GCMC by centralized system. There is nothing you can do that. And sometimes when IRCC is actually doing it, they are in the process of doing it. You upload it, you kind of able to link up your application, and the very next day you will be able to get the AOR because that's in the process. I hope things are getting clear over here. And then he got the ADR. Then again, the request was transcripts and completion certificate with IMM 5669 form. So email was received then from IRCC to link up again to for PR confirmation portal here on September 9th. Now please note that no information was updated on GCKey account regarding that. So what happened is that even if he has linked up his application through GCKey account, he or was not able to get any update on his GCKey account. So this GCKey account is supposed to update him about each and every information. So this can also happen. You don't have to depend upon your GCKey account. Do check your email also. Sometimes an email will be made to you, and visa officer would interact with you through an email method also. Moving on to our next timeline, that's for non-healthcare again. So the applicant has applied on May 6th at 9:10 p.m. The AOR was received on July 13th, and then he got the BIL, that's biometric instruction letter. That was on the very next day. And then on the very next day, like if you see from AOR till RCMP request, like within 2 days time period, he got the RCMP request also, like on July 15th. Now, the good thing is that the applicant has already started with the process of RCMP fingerprints, and that's what I tried to explain in your previous video. Although RCMP fingerprints is not a mandatory requirement, but if you would like to give it a shot, you just wanted to be well prepared in advance, you definitely can do that. You can initiate the process for RCMP fingerprints because IRCC would give you around 30 days time period, and in some of the provinces it's not possible for you to attain that within 30 days time period. So you can apply for it, and by the time you get the request, you have it ready. And in case if IRCC don't request, there is no harm in applying for that. And then he got the PR confirmation portal on September 8th, and then September 16th he got the COPR. So this is again another case for non-healthcare. Moving on to our 101 query. So today, the first query was, should I wait for AOR to link up my application through GCKey account? Well, you don't have to wait for that. What happened? This is how it actually works. Like, for say, if you have applied on May 6th, you will not be able to link up your application in the month of May or even in month of June. You will be able to link up your application by August, September, and a lot of you might have experienced that you're able to link up your application through GCKey account, because by this time IRCC visa officer has already uploaded your information on the system. In case if you have not been able to link up, don't need to worry about it. Your information again has to be loaded by CN, like the centralized network. And again, why am I not getting update on GCKey although it got PR confirmation portal? Now the case I've just discussed with you, this one, in this case also, the applicant has got PR confirmation portal, but on GCKey account it was still that you linked up the application, there was no update onto it. So that thing can also be updated, that thing can also happen. It's the same case that the information is not being loaded again by the centralized networks, and it's very few, sometimes it's not updated. So you have to keep an eye both on your GCKey account as well as in your email account. Don't depend on one thing. And the third one is, I have linked up my application through GCKey account on August 24th and getting the message from IRCC to link up application again. Is it a matter of concern? You don't need to worry about that. And this is what exactly happening with a lot of applicants, that even after linking up your application, you're getting a message that you have to link up through IRCC. Don't need to worry about that. This could be a technical glitch, and this can be of course rectified by the system itself. But since you have linked up your application, you're able to see all the updates in your GCKey account or in your inbox. So just keep an eye on both these. I hope I have been able to clarify and address to all your queries. If you have any questions, you can always write back to me. And if you like this channel, please subscribe to it. Have a good day.